Hi everyone, today I am going to show you the mini version of this little one here. So that's the 1.5 1.5 inches or 4 centimeter version, and as you can see in comparison it's just a little bit smaller. It's so cute though. So like I said, I'm going to show you how to make it in this size, and I've also decided to rename this, and this is now going to be referred to as the square-tailed boutique bow, and this is, like I said, the mini version. So you'll need, I'm going to do all the measurements in centimetres for you. You'll need one piece in 45 centimetres, one piece in 22.5 centimetres, and one piece in 8 centimetres and a corresponding 9mm for your middle. You'll need your lighter, you'll need an alligator clip, you'll need your thread. Remember, you either want Goodband, and like I said, I always pronounce this wrong, extra strength polyester thread. Don't use cotton, it will snap, or any type of upholstery thread or pearl thread or something that has some serious strength behind it. Otherwise, like I said, your bows just aren't going to sit and pull together how they should do. And you'll need some dress pins, your tape measure, lighter, alligator clip, and of course your trusty glue gun. I'm not turning mine on again tonight because, like I said, I am extremely accident prone, and I do all of my clipping and middling later on in the week. I do batches of like 50 bows at a time, so I'm just going to put that out of the way. Excuse the clunking. So just move these to the side. I literally have a tub of bows next to me that I need to middle, that I put all over to one side for you. Let's just put these over here. Clip. So as you can see, as you know by now from watching me, I have got everything already sealed and pinned and sort of creased in the places that I want it ready, but I will show you everything. So we're going to start with this longest 45 centimeter piece, and I have folded it directly in half and heat sealed directly across the middle like so. And what I've also done is I have pinched it directly in half again like so, and done that so I get this cross shape. Okay, now this is the fold. These ones are the folds for getting the perfect shape each and every time, because if you try and sort of freehand these or use pins that sort of shift from side to side, you won't get that perfect shape every single time, and that's what I'm about, consistency. If you're going to be making bows for more than friends and family, what you have to think is, if a person brought two bows off you of the same type, would they look the same? And if they don't look identical, do they look so much the same that someone who wasn't a bow maker would know the difference? And if you're not at that point, then like I said, this is the kind of extra steps that you can take to sort of help them get these better, more consistent shapes. This is the other reason that I love templates, because when you're making on templates, it is a set shape. Your stitches will always be in the same place. This is why I like the alignment and the pinning, because if you always take the exact same steps every single time without the ribbon shifting, moving, and your stitches are consistent and even with your bumps exactly the same height every time you make something, it means that every time you make the bow afterwards, once it's clicked in your head. I made all of these last night, 20 minutes after I made the original tutorial that I put up for you. Okay, and as you can see, every single one of them, you could literally place them on top of each other and they are all the same size, they are all the same wide, they are all the same this. The loops are in the same placement, the loop is the same, the tail lengths are the same. So like I said, that's the skill that you need to learn to take it that extra step especially if you're sort of thinking of going from hobby making from friends and family to actually thinking of doing this as like an at-home kind of business. So like I said, that's the extra kind of little things that will push you to that level. Okay, so like I said, this is the mini version, and I will go into the rest of the detail. So as we said, we've creased the middle, we've folded the middle, we fold that back down in half, fold that up to here, fold the other half, meet that. Okay, so once they all meet, what you do is you heat seal these, make sure they're both lined up like so. I always pick up the wrong one. And we heat seal those like that, so you get a piece that's like this, and with your loop for the middle we just heat seal in half, I fold this in half again here, heat seal this, and this is again to get that cross style shape. And we're just going to heat this end because that's the end that's going to make the tail within the bow. Okay, so we start with this piece. What you want is this peak here that goes down, that needs to be against your desk. I'm just going to move those out of the way for a second while I show you. And your first fold is going to be round to here. And what you want to do is where you've got that tiny, because I've done this, as I said, on both ends. So where that little marker is, we want that right over the top of that original cross crease. Okay, and then we're going to pin that like so. Now this is the tail piece, so what you want with this is slightly overlap it, and I do mean ever so slightly, teeniest amount, and we're going to pin this to the opposite side. Okay, I'm just going to put that a little bit closer, so you've got two pins holding that tail and that bit there. Okay, so now we're going to go to the opposite side, we're going to bring that up to meet that tail piece like that. So these folds are now in and in like so. Can you see? In, we're holding that there. So we're now going to take that pin again. Now some of you are probably sat there thinking I could hold that in my hand. If you do, instead of pinning, it's much more likely to slip. The second that it slips, the second your loops have got the potential to go out of alignment. And like I said, these styles, these perfectly structured ones that you see that are so much harder to do, that is where that comes from. It's from using those extra pins for a minute to hold things in place before you start piecing everything together. So like I said, might seem silly to some, but it is extremely helpful realistically. Just going to move that there because that is slipping, we don't want that. So now put this like this, and we've got our cross here, and what we want is we want to put that directly over here. We want our cross to line up perfectly. I'm going to use a pin to show you. So this crease line here needs to be coming right at this triangle here, and the same on the opposite side. It needs to be pointing directly at there, and that means that it is dead center. And like I said, again, it's just an extra step for that alignment that will keep everything even, nice and consistent. Okay, so then what we want to do, same as the other video, you want that crease dead on that corner there. Like I said, I'm going to move that a second because that will be directly on top of that line crease that we've just put there. And then we bring this one in, and again you want it so it's dead against that corner there, and repin in centre for a second. And because this is a loop, like I said, I always bring a slight overlap, just enough for you to be able to stitch through. And I'm going to, like I said, pins everywhere. Pin like so. Line that up with the pin beneath it. Take that one out. We are going to pin back through all of those layers. Okay, now we can take these two out because everything is where it should be, and you can already see the shape of the bow when you turn it over, and this cross shape will always be the front on these kind of styles, and these lines is always the back of the bow. Okay, so I've already got my needle threaded, and what you do is you start in dead on this point, and that is 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take this out now. 4, 5, 6, and make sure I haven't quite, and it's okay because I can go back through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and make sure you've caught all of your layers all the way through, and like I said, you've got those 6 or 5 if you have a interesting brain like myself with the dyspraxia and the dyscalculia. As long as you get the 3 bumps in the middle even, with your 1 in, 1, 2 out, and your 1, 2, 3 on the back, and it pulls together to get 3 even bumps, then you've done this step correctly. Okay, I'm considering sizing up to a 3 inch, but I'm not normally into bows that big myself, so I will see. Because my niece, the one that likes the bows the most, Ella, has decided she likes really, really big ones instead of just big ones. So maybe I will. What do you guys think? I will put a link to the bigger version of this in the video in the description below, along with the measurements for this one and for its bigger version. And I also currently have a giveaway at the moment for when I reach 300 subscribers, and in that giveaway you can win some of my own personal supplies that I have brought with my own money. And you can also pick your favourite tutorial on my channel, and I will personally make you up a box of ribbon and accessories to make that bow and recreate it yourself, and then show me over on my Facebook page, which is under the same name of Catherine's Ribbon Bows Tutorials and Follow-alongs. Okay, so as you can see, just curve that tail, or heat seal that, and there you go. Exactly the same as the original, same size, same shapes. It is flat to the desk, which is what you want with a boutique. Once you have mastered getting these loops to go like this, then you have started to get the idea of how a boutique actually should look consistently. So I'm going to wrap the middle so you get a better idea of how this one's going to look when it's finished, and then it's going to go into my little bucket of finish completely later. There you go. Wrap the middle. This is my favourite game to play, by the way. Where is the obvious thing that I'm looking for that is right in front of me? It's normally my tape measure. And it's normally on my lap or on the floor. So there is this one. Like I said, it is a lot more simple than it looks. Like I said, the creases are a lifesaver. Like I said, that is the extra tip on this style that just makes it look that little bit more put together than some versions. Okay, like I said, this is what it looks at the back. Same with its little friend. And as you can see, they are both no matter how you look at them, place them on top of each other, like I said, and that is that extra little bit just to give them that slightly better finish. Okay, thank you so much for watching me. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell for when I release new videos. As I said, come and join me over at Facebook, because the conditions of the competition is to be subscribed to me and also have to join me over on Facebook. The links for the giveaway, the bigger version tutorial will all be in the links below with all of the measurements, and I will also do them in centimetres and inches for you all. So like I said, thanks, bye.